comes in with guns, I've been, I've had, I've had a gun pointed to my head 6 times. Um, didn't have anything on me. They just wanted to make sure I didn't have any money. But I think they got a quarter once. It's that type of neighborhood.
So why do you think that you have experienced that level of violence and ignorance among other people in the community and others haven't?
It's more of a classification. People know when you've lived here all the time.
How?
It's like, if someone moves from California to Indiana, they're not going to be... Well, okay, if someone moves from Los Angeles, the high-class part of Los Angeles, to Indianapolis, Indiana, you see them walking around. You know that they don't belong in this neighborhood. When you go to the gas stations and someone's up there complaining because there's a spill on the drink machine and no one's cleaned it up yet, you're obviously not from this neighborhood. You can see class, and then you can see hood class, and then you can see the different levels of where people come from. And if you don't belong in this neighborhood, people screw with you until you get to that level where you go with the flow. Like me, I go with the flow. I can walk around here, I can walk down to the projects, and no one will say anything about me. But it's harder for a person like me because I am gay, so it's hard for me as a person and the lifestyle I live to even live around here, because like right now I'm speaking to you in a normal, straight tone. And that's how I have to speak to people outside, or, they're like, oh, you're a fag, oh, we don't have to beat your ass, stuff like that. We get that all the time. And I think aside from me, there's about 10 other gay and lesbians I know that live within about a 10, 11 block radius from where we're at right now.
That you know?
That I know of.
Okay.
No, granted, there's like 4 or 5 houses with rainbow flags flying out in front, so, that's just, that's a dead giveaway, so.
Yeah.
It's not
okay.
But you don't ever see them come out. Or if they do, they get out early in the morning, drive to, Mass Ave or downtown or Castleton or somewhere where they can be themselves, because here you can't. If you're male and you're gay, you're hated. If you're lesbian and you don't mess around with any other men, you're hated. The only people that are accepted here is women, bisexual women, and rich men. And that's what 10th Street is about. Mostly is money. You see it all the time. They sell a pack of Newports on the front is $20. A pack of Newports, if you sell the whole pack, cigarette by cigarette, is $10. A pack of Marlboros is $10. Basics and everything under that, other than Cools and Pall Malls. Well, Pall Malls are 25 cents. Everything under that, Cools, Marlboros, Newports, and Camels are all 50 cents. It's all about money. There's a candy store right down the road. They sell their cigarettes. They sell single cigarettes for 50 cents. So everything is about money on 10th Street.
Is that different than anywhere else?
Yes and no.
Okay.
I can go to Kokomo and you offer to buy a cigarette from someone and they're like, no, I'll give you a cigarette, but you won't buy it. You can't buy a cigarette. It's very more developed. Like I can trade like the box of bread I have. I can sit there and trade 2 loaves of bread for 4 cigarettes. In Kokomo, people just look at you like, I'll buy them from you, but cigarettes, I'll give you like 10 cigarettes. It's more generous because it's closed in town. You go out to Fisher's and you say, I'll trade you a loaf of bread for cigarettes. They look at you like, you need to go back downtown. You know, I swear, if there was a color chart to classify the class of how people lived, we would be in the low class here. You know, there's houses falling down, there's abandoned houses everywhere. I personally would like to buy one of them out. You know, but it's a good market too because like my parents' house it was appraised for I think like $700,000. A house here got appraised for 16. That's less than my parents paid for their cars. You know, if I can get a house for 16,000, fix it up, and sell it for $100K, that's the business. You know, people are doing that now, and everything is about money. I mean, we can get. Granted, the one thing that we have that nowhere else does is we have a NESCO community where we can get $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 to fix up our house and make it look good. As part of the Indianapolis beautification. You know, make 10th Street look good. You know, they're buying out the Rivoli and they're going to turn the Rivoli into something nice. And, you know, that's going to be cool. I always want to see what that place will look like lit up.
Yeah.
It's just one of those like, I've never even been inside. I've never even been inside an old theater before. But I think it would be cool. I wanted to turn it into a nightclub. It was like, it's money. You make money. That's what 10th Street is about. I mean, it's not just 10th Street either, it's Indianapolis in general. You know, you go to a place after they're getting rid of their food, a restaurant or something, they want you to pay $20, $30. They'll give you all of their leftover food, but they want you to pay for it first, so they make a profit. If they don't make a profit, they're not too giving. They're only giving if they're making something out of it. Because that's where they clocked out, and they have to clean up all that food. I'll sell it to you for $30. It doesn't go into the cash register, it goes into their pocket. So it's all about money, And it didn't used to be. It used to be about respect and dignity, and I mean that goes for gangs too. I mean, we have a lot of gangs here. We have a lot of biker gangs, a lot of low gangs. We have our Juggalos, our Vice Lords, our GDs, our Crips, our Bloods. I haven't seen any Hells Angels here, but I've seen the Outlaws and those gangs. And it used to be about respect and dignity, and now it's about money. Everything has become about money now. Even with me, I have to have money to do anything. I have to have money to go to the gas station. I have to have money to go find a job. I have to have money to do this and this and this. In Indianapolis or Indiana, the government in general is not supplying that to us lower class people. You get a rich person that goes in, hey, I lost my credit card, it has a $50,000 limit, can I get a bus pass and I'll pay you back tomorrow? Sure. A homeless person down the road, hey, I need a bus pass, well, you have to pay for it. Well, you just gave her, yeah, but she has money, it's kind of that thing. That's how most of us feel.
So, what do you think, what causes that mentality to treat people differently because they are perceived to be wealthier?
I think everything else has a lot to do with pride. The way people view you by interacting with someone like that. If I interacted with rich people all the time, people would consider me to be, a rich person. If I interact with homeless people all the time, people would consider me to be homeless. But it also has to do with how you carry yourself. Like if I carry myself like a thug, people are going to think I'm a thug. I'm a bad person. They're going to think I shoot up the block. I don't. I carry myself just like a normal person. And I try to carry myself as, my parents would, but it's kind of hard in this type of neighborhood. Because I do come from, my close family, maybe not as much, but, my extended family, I think, I'm the only homeless person in my family. I'm the only person that doesn't make, other than, there's my cousin, but he's kind of mentally challenged. But other than, the people that have challenges in their family, I'm really the only person that doesn't have a job that doesn't make under $30,000 a year. I experience homelessness and people don't get that. I didn't come from the hood, I didn't come from the projects. I came from living, always being in the house. You know, I remember from being in an apartment to being in the house, or a double, to being in the house, to being in a giant house, to living in the house that my parents own now, with land, and, you know, 4-wheelers, travel trailer, all that. And to come to this is just like, you know, downsize. Like, you go from here to here.